Okay, welcome back to part 2 of the Mark IV Golf spoiler build. If you haven't seen the first one, definitely go check that out. I'm really happy with how it's coming along and the video turned out pretty well. So now we're gonna move on with this one. Step 1 is we're gonna scuff up all the spots that I showed in the last video. I'll go over them again, but just a few imperfections on. Okay, so there it is if you don't remember or if this is your first time seeing it. But first things first, there's a little low spot in here. I gotta find it again. It's a little hard to see on camera. And then just some spots where it was a little porous and I didn't get, I maybe should have done another layer. So, and then just another little spot over here that's just an imperfection. So I'm gonna scuff all that up and then I'll bring the mud out and we'll just do a little quick skim coat on those spots. We'll sand them back down, get them flat. There, I think you can see the dimple right there. Yeah, I think you can see it there. But, yeah. So, we're going to just scuff those spots up, and then we'll do a quick layer of Bondo, and then we'll move on with another layer of paint. Okay, so it's been almost a week now because I had to wait for some supplies to come in, but we're finally ready to keep moving on this thing. I'm really happy here. Got that all painted, it's looking way smoother now. The only spot is just right underneath here. There's a little bit I just need to sand, but this whole thing's gonna get wet sanded just to smooth it out a hair even more, just to get rid of any kind of imperfections on it. So we're gonna wet sand that right now. I got this hot bucket of water, if you can see the steam coming off it. Hopefully keep me warm out here. It's only -2, thankfully. It's been like -15 for the last week, so it probably wasn't ideal to do this but then anyway. So we're kind of worked out. -2 today, and then we're above 0 for a couple of days, so it's the perfect time to get all this done. That's it with step 1. Now on to step 2. Step 2, first thing we're gonna do is gonna be putting beeswax in all of this. And all like the gaps around here, we're gonna fill that with wax so that it doesn't kind of fall in there and get a crappy bond. Fill the whole gap there, all around the bottom. And we'll do 3 layers of beeswax. We'll have to let it flash off all 3 times, then re-wipe it so there's a thick layer. The step after that is gonna be PVA. It's a PVA mixture. I'm not 100% sure what it is. You get it at the fiberglass shop. But we'll do a couple layers of that, and that'll put a nice like barrier between this and the mold that we're gonna make. Because the step after that is gonna be the mold starting. Alright, so I got my tack cloth. Then we're gonna clean it off, and then we're gonna do the mold release. The wax calls for 30 minutes to dry between each coat. So it's gonna be a decent process. We're gonna do like 3 or 4 coats of it, and then we'll leave it some time to kind of harden up. Okay, I'm interrupting the time lapse because we ran into a little bit of an issue. When I was doing that layer of beeswax, I found 2 little dip spots and then a few little imperfections. And I went back and was looking through the sandpaper, and I realized I thought I was using 220 to start, but I was actually using 400. So we didn't get as much of it down, and there was a few imperfections. So I had to sand down it all with like a higher grit just to get some spots smooth. But there was still 2 dimples that were a little low. So we started applying body filler. And then I'll show you those clips after this, after me talking. And then I had the heater going. And I moved it too close and it heated up the front edge. And then there got to be a little bit of delamination between 2 of the layers. So I kind of had to pick that up and fill that in. So now it's like this. You'll see it mostly get to here. My phone died before I put the second batch over here on. But you'll see that in a second. Now we're going to sand it all and then we'll be good. This is all, I fixed the dimples. It's feeling pretty good. You know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we did 4 or 5 layers of wax. I can't really remember. I was doing it until 1 in the morning because I had to wait half hour between every layer. But if this was the mold, maybe we'd wax it probably like 7 to 8 times. But this thing is going to be garbage as soon as I'm done with it anyway. So there's no really need to go over crazy on it. Next step is going to be the polyvinyl alcohol. I feel like there's a chance I was calling it PVA glue. Like in my head I was the whole time because it's PVA. But you're supposed to spray it on. So I cleaned out this glass cleaner bottle. I'm going to attempt to spray it on with this. Because apparently brushing can leave it pretty thick and streaky. We do want a few layers, so I don't think it's a big deal if we have to do it that way. But I figure we'll give this a try first. So we're going to test it out maybe on some cardboard or something first. And then we'll see what happens. Alright, yeah, definitely too thick. I'm going to quickly grab a brush and paint this on. Okay, I grabbed a paintbrush. I spread it out. It's a little thick, but I think it'll be fine. We need to do like 3 layers of this. So we'll just do the next layers a little thinner. You can see there's some streaks. It did say that would happen with the paintbrush. But to be honest, I'm not going to buy an entire spray gun. I think we can get it done well enough. Just a couple layers. We'll let it keep flashing and hopefully we get it like smooth enough kind of thing, you know. Worst case, there's a little bit of streaking. We'll buff out the mold on the inside. I'm not going to buy a $100 spray gun just to paint on this glue. Maybe in the future that'll be something I do, but don't got the money for that. I've seen other people have good results. You just got to buff your mold out of it after, so not too bad. This is probably going to need like half hour to an hour. We're going to let it get like kind of tacky, and then we'll come on with another layer. I think we're going to do 3 layers of this, with the last layer being pretty thick. Not too bad. Keep this going, and you'll just see me applying the next layers here and there. Same way as the beeswax, but yeah. You can see it's pretty smooth in some parts, but it gets a little streaky on the PVA there. For anyone trying to like keep track of what I'm using, I'm gonna lay out all the materials at the end and do like a full price breakdown. So don't worry too much about that, because I hate having to skip through videos and find what product they're using out of like a little clip. So we'll do a whole breakdown. No worries about that there. But it's coming along. I'm a little nervous but excited because I've never done this before. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I put 4 layers of glue on. I was just gonna do 3, but I had a few fibers from the brush in there, so I pulled them out and then put another layer on. Now, we're gonna put on the tooling gel coat. So, it's a fiberglass gel coat. It smells just like Bondo, but this one's orange. Just the color it came, just happened to come that color. So essentially it's gonna make the tool to make these spoilers orange. We gotta mix that up now. We'll do a thick coat, brush it on, and then once that's tacky, we'll do another thick coat. We'll let that cure overnight, and then in the morning, we'll put the fiberglass on. That's hopefully the goal. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this mixed up now, and then you'll see me putting it on.
Misery. just let me leave. You want me dead, I want to breathe. I'm drowning all the things I see.
Alright, so I quickly came inside just because it's a bit cold outside to give you guys kind of the all the rundown on this stuff. So everything that I used except for my polyester resin, which I will be switching to as soon as I'm out of this stuff, is from this company called Rayplex. They're from Oshawa, Ontario. Pretty local to me. I actually drove out to them. They were super nice and they helped me with everything. I'll put their information up here. Definitely go check them out if you're in Canada or Ontario. They have a really great website and they'll ship stuff straight to you. But I was close, so I went and picked it up. They suggested the honey wax. I had another one in the cart, but the guy got there, and when I got there to pick it up, the guy's like, hey, I want to switch you onto this because it's better for making molds. I went with their waterproof brush-on gel coat. You have to buy the hardener with it. And then the polyvinyl alcohol. I just wanted a 1 liter of this, but they didn't have it, so I had to go with the 4 liter. So I'm gonna have polyvinyl alcohol forever. And then I picked up some wedges just to get the molds to separate. Just figured that'd be a little easier. I saw some people doing that. And then the last thing is I picked up this 1 ounce mat, 50 inches wide, and it's a 10-yard roll. So we got about 30 feet of it at 50 inches wide. That's nice material. It's really it tears pretty easy. It's good fiber to work with. So far I've really liked it. But yeah, that's everything. I've been tallying up all the prices on the side here. Another thing you're gonna need is these tools. I have all the other ones out in the garage. I think a kit like this is like $30 or something like that. And then these resin are like 40 a can. But I would definitely am gonna switch to this Rayplex's resin from now on. I just had this already, so I really like the company, really like the stuff, but you know, It's a little expensive to do this, obviously, you see from the price right here. But I'm really enjoying it, and I get back to the mold. Alright, so we're wrapping this up here. We just did the price check and everything. This third and fourth layer, they're hard, they're good to go. Really happy with how it's coming along. It's tucked in there nicely if you see underneath. It's coming along. But each layer takes me about almost a day to do because I want to make sure it's fully cured and I have to have these heaters running on it constantly. This heater works great. It's like a cheap one that we had lying around. I went to pick up the same one, but they were sold out, so I was like, oh, screw it. I'll get the big one. It'll be great. This thing is awful. I can blow harder than this thing like puts out air. If you're like any farther than this, you don't feel the heat from it. It only radiates heat off like 6 inches. It's the worst heater I've ever seen in my life. So we're going to have to take that thing back and hopefully get another one like this that blows a little better. Because it really just needs to be warm air. It doesn't need to be hot. It just needs to keep the air around it warm. So we're going to have to do that. Yeah, really happy with how it's coming along. But that's going to be it for this video. I did want to get this whole mold finished and peeled, but with how long everything's taking to dry, we're going to call it here. I'm going to keep working on this, but that'll be in the next video. Yeah, I'm really happy with how everything's coming along. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, check out some of these guys here. I'm trying to make videos every single week. The drying's taking me a little longer, so it's kind of delayed things. I had to wait on some stuff, but we're getting there. All right. Drop a like and subscribe if you like what's going on. It really helps. Thanks for watching.